I didn't touch him.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight.
Terence "Bud" Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez came dangerously close to a brawl during a recent press conference in New York, setting the stage for what might become boxing's most electrifying clash. Crawford, embroiled in a heated exchange, aggressively stepped across the stage, only for Canelo to shove him back forcefully, triggering a swift intervention from Dana White and security to prevent chaos. The tension was further fueled when Crawford, responding to Canelo's earlier remark about fighting in a smaller ring, vowed, "I'm hunting everything he's got." The rivals then stared each other down in a fiery spectacle that had fans buzzing.
I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, "You need to do something," and he did. And now before I respect his word, because he say, "Oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do," and he did. So, but you know me. I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
Terence, is that true? Did Turki Al-Ashi ask you to spice things up?
Turkey didn't ask me to do nothing. I didn't touch him.
Crawford made it abundantly clear that he's not intimidated by Canelo Alvarez, dismissing any notion of fear and projecting unwavering confidence. He deliberately closed the distance during the press events, emphasizing that he stepped to him and showed who's boss, reinforcing that he isn't scared of the challenge. Crawford pledged to aggressively pursue Canelo come fight night, vowing to stand firm in the ring and never yield ground to anyone dictating the pace. His assertiveness wasn't just talk. Every step toward Canelo, every calm stare-down underscored one message. This isn't a confrontation he fears. It's one he's preparing to win.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of.
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of shit, and you gonna find that out. And as you seen, the last press conference,
We'll see.
when I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you are a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
Canelo brushed off the stage incident with steely confidence, emphasizing that he only reacted when Crawford got too close. He later explained, "That was my reaction," insisting the buildup has always been intense, and he was simply enforcing respect. Despite the flashpoint, Canelo maintained a respectful tone toward Bud, acknowledging him as a good, complete fighter with extensive experience. He reinforced his mindset heading into September's clash, disciplined, hungry, and determined. "I'm here to win," he affirmed, adding that this could become one of the greatest bouts of his career, a provocative signal that the tension is far from promotional theater.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so hard.
The energy at the New York press conference between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez crackled with intensity, far beyond mere promotional banter. When Canelo pushed back against Crawford's challenge, Crawford snapped, "The only running I'll be doing is running upside his head. He's got a big head, too." The jab drew gasps from the audience. The verbal sparring escalated when Canelo proposed a smaller ring size, prompting Crawford to retort that he'd be hunting everything he's got come fight night. Tempers flared further when Crawford stepped forward and Canelo responded with a physical shove, triggering a quick scramble from security to prevent a full-blown altercation.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
And
night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
Crawford revealed that he and Canelo actually shared a surprisingly cordial dinner ahead of their Riyadh press conference, a gesture organized by Saudi promoter Turki Al-Sheikh. Despite the friendly atmosphere at the table, Crawford admitted the meal was awkward. He had already eaten and barely touched his food, while Canelo confessed he couldn't stop thinking about facing Crawford in the ring 2 months later. The evening showcased professionalism and mutual respect, but Crawford made it clear cordiality ends at fight time. He plans to channel any simmering tension into total focus once the bell rings.
What was on the menu last night?
Man, there was so much food there. I couldn't eat. I had just ate, so it was kind of crazy.
Did you get the sense that Canelo was perhaps trying to scope you out, or was it just a friendly dinner?
It was a friendly dinner. You know, it wasn't no animosity, bad blood, or anything like that.
Was His Excellency trying to probe anything between you, ask some questions that might cause some hairy moments?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It was all cool.
David Benavidez gives Terence Crawford strong odds, crediting his elite fight IQ and boxing ability. He suggested Bud has about a 70% chance to beat Canelo, especially if he can effectively carry added weight into the super middleweight division. Benavidez highlighted Crawford's history of conquering top-tier opponents and emphasized that he's a tremendous fighter who adapts well under pressure. However, he later offered a more nuanced view, seeing Canelo as a slight favorite, perhaps 60-40, due to the natural size and weight advantage. His comments reflect respect for both fighters and recognition of the unpredictable nature of this pivotal matchup.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he was on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make one.
Stephen A. Smith, speaking on ESPN, offered a measured analysis of the impending Canelo versus Crawford bout. He acknowledged the uniqueness of this matchup. Two all-time greats meeting at super middleweight, each with decorated legacies. In his breakdown, Stephen A. highlighted Crawford's exceptional boxing IQ and adaptability, noting that his southpaw stance could pose significant problems for Canelo. At the same time, he admitted Alvarez's physical strength and championship pedigree make him a formidable opponent.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Many analysts insist that Crawford should closely study Dimitri Bivol's 2022 performance over Canelo as his blueprint for success. Bivol's strategy, dominating with a disciplined jab, controlling range, maintaining high mobility, and unleashing calculated bursts of offense, gave Canelo serious trouble at light heavyweight. Team Crawford seems to echo this approach. Trainers like Brian Bomack McIntyre have reportedly reviewed both the Bivol and Mayweather fights to craft a game plan centered on hit-and-run tactics, smart footwork, and ring generalship. According to some critics, Crawford may need to mirror Erislandy Lara's style, moving off the ropes, using switch-hitting angles, and avoiding mid-range brawling, a style reminiscent of Bivol's masterclass. Essentially, analysts believe Crawford can replicate the Bivol formula. Keep Canelo at bay, out-jab, out-maneuver, and strike decisively.
Bivol is the fight you got to study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Canelo because Canelo is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 168.
Crawford has downplayed the perceived size difference between himself and Canelo Alvarez, noting that both fighters stand at 5 feet 8 inches. However, this comparison overlooks the significant disparity in their natural weight classes. Canelo has competed as high as light heavyweight, while Crawford's experience is primarily in the welterweight division. This difference isn't just about height, it reflects disparities in strength, frame, and weight rehydration on fight night. Critics argue that Crawford's move up to super middleweight, 168 pounds, without a rehydration clause, could give Canelo a substantial edge.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you're still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
Canelo, after initially downplaying the idea of fighting Crawford, has shifted to a more open stance. He now says he'd be willing to fight anyone if it made sense, financially and in terms of legacy.
Terence Crawford, his name keeps coming up, and I know he's a lot smaller than you. Is that a fight that you would ever consider under any circumstance?
I always say if the fight make sense, why not? But he's not in the plan.
He's not in the plan. Okay. Is there a specific reason for it? Is it because of his size, or it won't do anything for you in terms of pushing you toward your goals?
Like I say, if it makes sense, maybe. I don't know right now. I just gonna enjoy this fight, and please let me enjoy this fight, and then you're gonna know what is next for sure.
In one of his lighter moments, Canelo reportedly mentioned that a fight with Crawford would be an easy fight, hinting at a payday as high as $150 million. This massive financial incentive is one of the key reasons both fighters are entertaining the idea of a crossover bout. Such numbers reflect the mega-fight status of the matchup, considering both men's star power and legacies.
Look, the fight with Benavides, like you say, he didn't bring 25 the fight. So, I don't care about that, but I can move, right?
Did you hear what Turkey said? He got on the stage, he said, made Canelo an offer. He's smart to take it. What are your response to that?
Send me the offer. If it's what I want, I'm gonna take it.
Would you put a rehydration clause?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see you in there with.
I understand that. Same happened with Bologna.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with Carlos Smith.
And it happened.
And same happened with David Johnson.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Troll, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto. Yeah.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go for 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavides, you got Morales, you got the rematch with people.
If I go 175, that's pretty much.
That would be the first time. Well, then you can look around and see what's out there.
And then we.
Would you make of Crawford's performance against Masvidal?
I think he knows why his weight class is there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was
Yeah,
out there
because
in LA.
he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say it.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? So in the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
Money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters to go around.
Wait, so you want to say 168 or look 165? All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history.
Thank you.
Quick picture.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing.
Oh, man.
Now what he's doing now.
During an appearance on The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God, Canelo acknowledged Crawford's exceptional skills, but expressed reservations about the proposed super middleweight bout. He noted that Crawford's decision to move up 3 weight classes to 168 pounds could diminish the significance of a potential victory. Critics, he said, might argue that Crawford was too small for the division. Canelo emphasized that while he respects Crawford as a fighter, the weight disparity is a substantial factor. He further stated that if he were to defeat Crawford, the win might not be as celebrated due to the perceived mismatch, suggesting it wouldn't carry the same weight as victories over opponents in his natural weight class.
That could have been made, right? Folks wanted, obviously everybody wants you to fight Benavidez, and now there's conversation about Crawford. Crawford saying he wanted to fight you. Everybody wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Now, I saw at the end of the Crawford fight, the, how they call him? The Excellency. Yeah, Turkey. His Excellency. The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. So if yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I'm in. Why not?
How you think he did at that weight, at 154? How you think Crawford did?
They are a weight class for a reason, and you need to ask him. It's different. I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter.
However, this comment has drawn mixed reactions, with some seeing it as confidence, while others think it might be Canelo underestimating Crawford's abilities.
Clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better, no? Terence Crawford is a great fighter, he's a good fighter, but like I say, he's a weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and then you never know what happened.
Yeah, for sure.
However, that comment has drawn mixed reactions. Some see it as confidence, while others believe it shows that Canelo may be underestimating Crawford's abilities.
At the end of the day, what makes the elite the elite? A lot of them chase money. Terence, he chased greatness.
Yeah.
And I think Canelo chases greatness.
Yeah.
So they're not going to cheat us like Charlo cheated us last night.
This back and forth reflects the mutual respect both fighters command in the boxing world. Canelo and Crawford are seen as two warriors who constantly push for greatness. Unlike some past matchups that have disappointed fans, a fight between these two would likely deliver, given their track record of taking on challenges head-on. So, who do you think will win? Does the significant weight difference give Canelo an undeniable advantage? Comment your thoughts below.